Peace, peace. Another glorious day, y'all. Another glorious day. I hope everything good with you and yours. Let's get right to it. Let me get some of these headbangers in, you heard? Let me start off with these. Get myself situated. You know, I just pulled up. You know what I'm saying? Get some of those in. Get something else in I got in mind. You know? Type of time we on today, you know? So we're gonna get right back to those. And I also wanna hit some of these. You know? Of course, I've seen it done many of times. And I haven't really implemented it in my working out. You know, I'm always honest with y'all. You know what I'm saying? But that's the beauty of doing something different, is that we're able to, you know what I'm saying, elevate to another level by doing so. So what I just demonstrated is the popular Hannibal for King push-ups, which is in the diamond fashion. You put that leg up in the air, makes it more challenging. Really test your balance, and along with that diamond position increases what it takes in terms of putting forth that required strength and balance in order to properly execute the exercise, right? So let's get another set of those in. I just performed a nice clean 10. Get it from a slight different angle. So as you see, I'm approaching it with the level, a level off the ground. So it's no joke. I mean, it's no joke, and having to balance your body with your leg up in the air like that requires concentration. That core got to be strong. Definitely do. And as I said, like I said, I rarely implement that in my working out, and I'm gonna do more of that. Even like with the pipe push-ups, it's been a little minute since I've performed those. So what I'm also doing now is the headbangers. So let's get it. Let me give you a different angle over here. But I really want you to see the bicep. Hopefully this is a good shot. But I want you to see the bicep engaged. So I'm gonna try my best. I think this is good. Not quite, I think not quite 10, about 10, roughly. It's very core required. Again, that's another challenging exercise. You know what I mean? It's not as simple as getting on that bar and performing your standard bicep curl. It's not that at all, you know? Once again, like I've spoken about in terms of fighting against that gravity, there's different levels to how strong that gravity becomes. So when you got your body in that L-shaped position and your hands so close together, I mean, all of that increases the gravity pull. So let's hit those again. It feels great though. It feels absolutely great. And when you get the hang of it, and that's the thing, you know, the stronger you get, and the more that you become familiar with that exercise, you know, it's a very much of a proud moment for oneself. That was 9 right there. And then we'll bring it back. Get to these Hannibals. You know? I want to become stronger with these exercises, you know, due to the lack of me performing them. You know, I got the strength, but what I want in terms of me becoming stronger with the exercise, that becomes more effort involved to perform the exercise. Less effort. Less effort is what I'm saying. So let's get these Hannibals, y'all. Arse. tough set. Tough set. You know, big shout out to Hannibal. And, you know, to all the brothers and sisters, that make this particular exercise look very easy. Shout out to all of y'all who give incredible demonstrations, more so in regard to these more challenging exercises, and you make it look so easy, you know? But once you actually apply it yourself, for those who aren't used to doing so, you'll see how challenging it is. So salute to those who have reached such levels and give us, you know, a very great demonstration of what we could apply, look forward to for our fitness journey. And that pressure, it definitely increases on that leg. The leg that is holding the body up. Not the one in the air. The one that's planted in holding the body in place is where you feel that pressure build up. Don't get discouraged by that. A lot of that's where the core and the strength of your legs really need to be involved. So seemed like it became even more challenging, but we're gonna crank them out. I'm gonna get it. That's without a doubt. You stick with it. So in the meantime, let's switch the angle. But what I can say is, from the time I've done this, which was last year is the last time I did these headbangers, and what I can say is, in comparison to that time to right now, my legs, when I first got on this bar today, automatically were much closer. And that's where, again, also another point of where the exercise is done more in the correct manner, and again, more challenging, because you know, when your legs are more spread apart, it makes it slightly easier, because not just the balance, but it requires more effort, from my experience, because you're keeping those legs together. Again, it's not just a pull-up. The concentrative factor is keeping everything in alignment. That was only 7. Yeah, we're gonna get right back up there. And this is why I really like giving these demonstrations, to show you all my challenges, my struggles, you know, what's new to me, you know, what should be implemented more even in my own routines. You know, I still too battle with breaking the bad habits or the regular habits of doing the same exercises and having to remind myself, having to, you know, get back into a different space of doing a different exercise. And not just a space, taking action. So we're gonna get right back to those. I'm gonna break that up. I don't wanna neglect those Hannibals, all right? But I'll get back to those. That first set was smooth, you know, and it just seemed to get more challenging. It is what it is. You know, it happens that way. It's days where you start off, or before you even start your workout, you may not feel your best, and you know, to your surprise, it actually becomes one of your best workouts. So that was 12 reps. 12 reps, 8 short of 20. It's not bad. The body's responding well. Let's get to it. Not quite 7 on that rep, on that set. It all add up, you know? Still putting that body to work. Beautiful day out. That sun is not so present. What makes it more pleasant, because, you know, I worked out yesterday in that heat will get to you. that heat will get to you. At least it gets to me. You know, I got another angle in mind. Let's try this out, y'all. And then you can see how close I put my feet together, which is more challenging. So, you know, that's good for your biceps. Getting a lot of cores involved. Biceps, to be totally honest with you, right now, I feel it in my biceps, but my core is really, really working hard to stabilize me within the movement. So that was like 6 there. And I'm feeling it less in my biceps, and I think too, again, my core is working very hard, and I'm really challenged with the weight of me, and again, stable, you know, remaining stable in the right form. So it's no joke, you know. So I definitely have to be attacking these more often so I don't have so much of a challenge. But it's exciting because it's what we need is a challenge. Was another 6. Make my way back over here to these Hannibals. So even though, you know, those sets after that first set became more challenging, it's more reason for me to attack that exercise. Yeah. Embracing my struggles, embracing my challenges. It's how we get better. It's how we get more shredded. Yeah? 8. So that was 2 more than the last set. It's money. So at least the deposits that I'm making today will add up to an increase of a bigger deposit for the next workout. Right now, I'm already looking forward to the next workout. You know? Let's get back to these headbangers. We gotta stick with it. You know what I'm saying? Gotta stick with it. It's for everybody. Okay. It's for everybody. It's a public park.
So you're shooting video?
Nah, it's alright.
Melina, come this one. Play this one. Play here. No, come here. Come play this one. Play this one. Okay. Okay. This way.
So even though that was that same 6 count, that 6 rep count, I still felt much stronger. I felt more in control, you know? And that's really what it is. I'm battling with keeping control. And when we battling with the control, we're forcing the body to comply with the mind, right? So when we have such challenges, whether it's the exercises I'm demonstrating right now, or even if you just starting your standard push-ups, the body is conditioning itself, it's strengthening itself to keep up with the mind's demands, to keep up with the state of survival, if you will, because the body is in a state in which it needs to be able to withstand such demands. So we're gonna get back to those headbangers.
They're bad, your legs.
Just wait, just wait.
Like this, watch. Happy!
All right, so we're gonna get back to those. I mean, I followed up fairly quick from that previous set. So of course, naturally, I didn't have, you know, what I needed to give myself more advantage of cranking out the sets. Let's get back to these Hannibals, y'all. So that was a beautiful 10 count on that set. Let's regroup. Got the body nice and fired up. That's what we want. That's exactly what we want. That's exactly what we want. We'll try another bar though, with those headbangers. All right, I think we got one right here, y'all. Better yet, you know what I feel like doing? I'm gonna hit those commandos, y'all. That's what I'm gonna do, to break it up just a little bit. And I like to do something a little different before getting back to the original exercises within the routine, just so I could regain the strength from what was done already. You know what I'm saying? The energy, the strength that was taken away from that particular exercise. That bar's it's crazy thick, so I'm gonna keep grabbing it to keep the force on that. Feel good though. So when we hit those thicker bars like that, like I've mentioned, them fingertips, it challenges that grip, because you gotta really hold on without being able to wrap your fingers around the bar per se. So, yeah, let me get another set of that. My body asking for that now. And then I hit the headbangers from over here. I got another bar, y'all. They done took over my bar. I ain't tripping. Got another headbanger bar right here, y'all. So let me get it from this angle right here, like so. Let me switch this angle, y'all. All right, I think we got something. Got to work around the people, you know, the content creative ways in which we make it work. That was that same 6. Listen, 6 is better than 5, better than 2, better than 3. But what I want to say too, that it all adds up, right? That 6 turns into 24 real quick. That 24 turns into 100 real quick, you know? But if you are within a low rep count, increase your set count. And that's how you could get more bang on your buck. You see what I'm saying? So that's what you want to do. I'm gonna get back to them headbangers. Those Hannibals is asking for more. So I shall deliver. Yeah. I shall give the body what it's asking for. Indeed. Nice clean 10. Wow. And you can see the range in which hitting that ground. Got them triceps involved, the core, the leg work. The signature pose, y'all. That was 7 on that set. It was to be expected. Woo! Great work. Break it up with some Australians, y'all. And even though you're not hanging off the pull-up bar with your entire body weight, These are very, very excellent. Also for sculpting your body, building strength, great for beginners. And what I get from it too, it really, again, great contribution to developing a broad, strong, wide back. Great for supersetting, right? So if you're a beginner and you're hitting that standard push-up of when you're pulling your body up from the ground, you could superset that way of doing pull-ups with the Australians so that you can give yourself more than what you bargained for. And that bargain is not settling, right? But I'm just saying more in terms of keeping the consistency. And that's the beautiful thing about supersetting. It's not letting up and shocking the body to a degree in terms of having to become stronger in order to keep up with the mind's demands again. It's a nice 20 clip. Great set right there. So what I want to do is I want to regroup, get back to these headbangers, and great routine. You know, you could structure it in any kind of way you want. Headbangers, the Hannibals, whatever it is you choose. Today is the day for me to do just what I have set for oneself. Little better. That was about 7. You know, one more than the 6 I've been doing for the last few sets. Got to break up the routine a little bit. I hit legs yesterday. I'm gonna be dropping that video. You'll probably see that video before today. I mean, before this video I'm recording now. Let's see let's see what's good with those Hannibals, y'all. Let's see what we got. Let's go for this angle again. Pretty good angle, I would say. From the look of it, from my point. It's a good set. Good set. Clean, strong. Yeah. On this beautiful Sunday morning, great way to get the week started. I've already got quite a few things accomplished already. This is actually my second video for today. I went live this morning. It's up already. You'll see that before this video's posted. Let's get it. just making 10. Fought for that. Let me get some more of these. Hold on. Before we move on. That was only 3. Let me regroup. Let's at least with the last set of the headbangers, I gotta attack that bar stronger than that. Great workout though. Great workout. Give it a try yourself, and especially the way I combine the 2 exercises, doing the Hannibals, diamonds at that. I think these 2 exercises are very great in terms of taking it to that next level. Yeah, I would say, you know, the way you combine your exercises also are a major factor in the level in which you challenge yourself too. The level of demand you place on your body, you know? I mean, that was better than the 3 that I just, the 3 or 2 that I just finished. So, there you have it. That's what I had on my mind today to get as far as this work. And I followed up. I made that commitment to myself. And indeed, I fulfilled that commitment. And here we are. So, feeling fantastic. Implement this workout for yourself. And let's go over what we've done. So we definitely incorporated our core between the 2 exercises. Very core involved in terms of really demand or really forcing that core to work within the exercises itself. We hit our triceps, we hit our chest, we got back involved, of course. We did a little bit of very little of the Australian pull-ups, which is back involved. Nonetheless, the compound movement in itself of the headbangers involves the back. So we got core, back, triceps, chest. Great upper body exercise. Implement it for yourself, structure it the way you want. But the two exercises that were the main part of the routine today, I strongly suggest, if you haven't already, to implement it in your own routine. And with that being said, I catch you on the next go around. Peace.